All right, so here's the infinitely exciting tom tuning method that I don't really have. This is a brand new G2 head on this 12-inch tom, and I have each tension rod right now at finger tight. So they're all the same, just as tight as I can get them with my fingers. So I kind of get them to a neutral point. And push in, you can see that there's still wrinkles around the head. And typically what I'm going to do is just apply a touch of pressure into the center, kind of hold it in there, and then go in a crisscross pattern around the head. If this were an 8 lug or a 10 lug, like a snare, it'd be a more even pattern, but with 6 lugs on a 12, that's what you do. So I've gotten a little tension on it, about a quarter turn per tension rod, and now I start, you can hear low, high. So I'm going to start bringing up, this was the first lug that I tuned, and then the second, so I'm going to bring those up a little bit more. You can hear, again, low. Now it starts evening out. I'm going to leave it there for a second. I want to hear where my bottom head pitch is. And this one I've already gotten tuned up. So we're at that note. There. So where are we? About a third difference. And now we can hit it with a stick. Here it's got a nice kind of downward pitch drop. I might want to bring this up just a little bit more. I tend to like the bottom head higher than the top, just that's personal preference. You can go the same, you can go, I'm gonna start there. Both heads the same, which is easier if they're the same head. Like if I had a G1 on top and a G1 on the bottom, it would be easier to get the same pitch. If I were to do top head tighter than the bottom, you'll get an even more exaggerated pitch drop. And with this way, with the top head a little bit looser than the bottom, you get some of that pitch drop, but it tends to still give a good amount of sustain, which I like. But you can always dampen it if you need to with some moon gel or tape or whatever. So that's kind of it. No real science to it. Tune it till it sounds good, but trying to get the same pitch at each tension rod, and then determining whether you want the bottom or the top to be the lower or higher pitch, or if you want both even. So there you go. Tom tuning.